Families, friends, members of the faculty, and most importantly, graduates of the class of 2020. My name is Jennifer Bickham-Mendez, and I'm the Director of Global Studies. While, like all of us, I'm saddened that we cannot be together to celebrate and mark this special occasion, I'm nonetheless grateful and delighted for the opportunity to share a few words with you to recognize the accomplishments of these amazing and talented group of students. I'd like to start by telling you just a little bit about Global Studies, the major that these students have chosen to pursue. Global Studies is a cluster of interdisciplinary international programs consisting now of 5 area studies concentrations: Asian and Middle Eastern Studies, or AIMS, European Studies, Latin American Studies, and Russian Post-Soviet Studies. This year, Global Studies officially welcomed our newest program, Asian and Pacific Islander American Studies, known to students as APIA. Students who major in Global Studies select a concentration in one of these programs and take courses that explore the cultural, socio-political, and historical dynamics of a selected area of the world. Their course of study places heavy emphasis on the cultural and historical specificity of these world regions, including an intensive study of language. Majors are highly encouraged to study abroad, and nearly all of them take advantage of this opportunity. And of course, this year will be very different for us, but we look forward to the day where our majors will continue to take advantage of this very important, essential element of their education. But beyond focusing on area studies in a traditional sense, students explore how world regions fit into and are situated within a globally interconnected world. In other words, our world regions are never in isolation, and we know that. Equipped with a nuanced understanding of place, history, and culture, as well as with a deep appreciation for transnational connectivities, our students are prepared to go out into the world as global citizens, to confront the challenges of our day, which extend across regional and national boundaries. Needless to say, now more than ever, we need such culturally competent, creative thinkers as these graduates, and we know that they have the tools to go forth and meet these challenges head-on. Our majors are frequently selected as Fulbright Fellows or for service in the Peace Corps. They go on to law school or to pursue graduate studies in fields like language and literature, history, public and international affairs, and international development. Many of our graduates in Global Studies now work as journalists, teachers, and leaders in NGOs and research think tanks. Others are pursuing careers in international business, higher ed administration, or within U.S. governmental agencies. Parents, families, and friends of our graduates, thank you for lending us this group of talented students for these years. And thank you for supporting them during their time at William & Mary, and especially during these last couple of months. As a mother of a college student myself, and another young adult, I know and understand the importance as well as the work involved in providing that support. Speaking on behalf of myself and the other faculty in Global Studies, I want to tell you how sorry we are that we could not meet you and celebrate your graduates' accomplishments with you in person. Graduates, whatever path you take, you will always be Global Studies majors and graduates of William & Mary. That means that you will always be connected to us and we to you. In the current moment, we are confronted with so many uncertainties about the near and distant future, but one thing I know is certain, and that is that we are and will continue to be members of the same community. Please stay in touch with us. Keep us updated on all your many endeavors. We are so very proud of you, and we miss you too. I can't wait, and I look forward until next fall when we can celebrate in person. In the meantime, however, I know that the faculty in Global Studies are eager to offer you their most heartfelt congratulations. Earlier this month, each graduate should have received an email from the director of his or her program with a link to a live Zoom session that will take place this afternoon. In fact, in one case, it should take place shortly after the conclusion of this session. We hope you can attend this virtual celebration where each graduate will be recognized by name. Feel free to raise a glass from home in honor of these special students. If you have not received this link, please feel free to contact our office administrator, Monica Van Tassel, and her email address is located on the William & Mary Commencement page. You can find it right next to the link that you used to access this part of the virtual ceremony. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce our speaker for today, Vice Provost for International Affairs and Director of the Reef Center for International Studies, Dr. Steve Hansen, who will deliver some congratulatory remarks to the class of 2020. I give you Dr. Hansen.
Thank you, Professor Mendez. It really is a wonderful honor to be here with you, at least virtually, to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2020 Global Studies graduates. And I realize this may seem like a strange time to get a Global Studies degree from William & Mary. After all, there are people arguing out there that the era of globalization is no longer with us. This is a period where international flights are canceled, where our international trade ties have been disrupted, where travel bans seem to emerge by the day. Even now, we have to interact with each other virtually across the globe instead of in person, and that is a very changed environment. But I want to reassure you, graduates of the class of 2020, that there is no time in history, really, in recent history, where a global studies degree could be more valuable than now. This is the time when our graduates are equipped to go out into this very confusing and uncertain world and piece it back together again. Because this is a global world. The pandemic may have disrupted global connection, but it has also shown everyone in the entire world that we are truly global, that global issues connect us all, whether we think about them or don't think about them, and that there truly are no solutions to the problems humanity faces today in the 21st century which don't involve a global perspective and global expertise. I truly believe that there is no going back from globalization in the 21st century, regardless of how this pandemic turns out. In fact, there really never was a time in human history where global issues somehow didn't matter. We weren't connected in ties of migration, ties of cultural interchange, ties of invention, technology. Globalization is really a very old phenomenon, nothing that new, even if the pace has sped up a lot. Our graduates from Global Studies at William & Mary are therefore going to be exactly the folks who are going to be the most sought after by employers, by government agencies, by NGOs, by pretty much anyone in our society who's looking for brilliant people to solve the world's problems, which are now with us and so present. We are the people, that is the Global Studies graduates, after all, who have the ability to analyze global social change as it's taking place, the impact of migration, the impact of shared technology, the impact of intellectual life as it flows across borders. This is the group, after all, who have the language skills, the study abroad experience, even if some people had to leave a bit early this semester, the experience working with diverse cultures in real time, who are going to be able to forge ties of cooperation and bridges of understanding in a world that needs that more than ever. And above all, these graduates today that we're celebrating are the people with real empathy for diverse global perspectives. There really is no one-size-fits-all problem solving to global issues that arise today. Issues are specific to different cultures, different regions, different points of view. And our Global Studies graduates, in all the different areas that they've studied, are precisely the people who understand that, who have been in depth in their study of history, in their study of culture, in their study of sociology, in their study of all the disciplines that make up the Global Studies majors. So it is really with great pride that all of us at William & Mary, and certainly myself as Vice Provost for International Affairs, celebrate with you today the achievements of your brilliant students, the support of these wonderful families and friends and roommates and new roommates in this current environment who have stood together to make these achievements possible. It is therefore, again, with great pride that I say congratulations to the class of 2020.